We've been running this banter since way back in school, where the dorm room debates turn to cool in the rules. Talking loud about the world like we're changing the game, but it's just us two, yeah. Two sides of the same. Pull up a chair for the truth, let it spin. Two regular guys with the world to dive in. We don't need to agree, just let the talk flow. The vibes and the rhythm, the rest we let go. When the convo's done and the bottle runs dry, we'll toast to the clash, to the lows and the highs. Two voices, one friendship, no need to compare. So come as you are and pull up a chair.
Hey, welcome to the show. I'm Yanni Rude.
And I'm just Terrell. You ever been out somewhere and overheard two people having crazy conversations?
Yeah, well, we are those people. We've been having these conversations since college.
Yep, it's the Regular Guys Random Thoughts Podcast. Ready to Love, Season 11, Detroit, Michigan. Recap of Episode 9. Be sure to like, subscribe, rate, and leave a review.
Happy New Year, brother.
Yeah, our first pod of the new year.
Indeed, indeed. How was your New Year? How'd you bring it in?
Went to my little local dive bar and hung out there after about 12:30. Came back to the house. I think I made something to eat. I don't remember.
Dang, this sounds really tame.
Yeah, it was pretty tame.
What happened to you?
There's a lot of older folks in there. It's like a veterans kind of bar. So a lot of older guys in there that are military vets, and then just a lot of locals that have been around this part of town for a long time. So it's pretty chill.
Yep. Hey, shout out to MWA. I see you. Saying Happy New Year to the baddest host and podcast. Well, appreciate that. I don't know about being the baddest, but I'll take it. We're the baddest on this platform right now.
Yeah.
Materialistic says, I need some laughs after the Bears lost. Don't feel bad. All of our teams lost.
Yeah.
Are there any Cowboys fans in here?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure there are some. I had high hopes. I had high hopes for the Saints today, but
you did.
Just let me down. Yeah.
What? Why?
Mainly because I hate Atlanta, and so like that's our rival. So like that's the team I don't want to lose to. And then it'd have been fun if them lose. I didn't want Carolina to go to the playoffs. I wanted Tampa Bay. Right. So that's why I wanted the Saints to win. But, it is what it is. Throw some interceptions, towards the end that you can't coolly do that and try to win the game.
Yeah, you'll be all right, man. You'll be all right. I'll tell you how the playoffs are.
I'll be
as long as
them.
we're in there. Huh?
I'll be watching them.
I know you will. No, I meant, as a fan of a team in there.
Yeah.
As opposed to, yeah. All right, let's get to it, man, because there is, Kendra says the Eagles lost. Oh, they'll lose next week too. We ain't going to be friends next week, Kendra. Just want you to know right now. A lot happened on this one, right? In this episode. Oh, my goodness. Where'd my other one go? Sorry, here. Things just all moved around on my screen. And we were left with a cliffhanger last time, right?
Yeah.
And it was time for the women's deliberation. As they get to the deliberation, first of all, women walking in, fire! Look good going to the deliberation. And then Tommy asked them to speak, and fire! They started off with the things they like first.
Right. So as Tommy always says, who are you feeling? And so Dominic said that her friends felt Bello was the best fit for her. Ashley's cousin thought Darius liked Darius. Mercedes said she liked Steven because she liked his vibe, but not sure if he's ready for the next steps. And then Ashante also said Steven, but her friends wanted to see him be more, see more vulnerability, which I don't understand that one. You're just doing a quick meeting. Like, how vulnerable am I supposed to get with some strangers I just met just now over a couple drinks, right? I thought that was weird. I did. Like, I'm going to meet your friends. Am I supposed to go share stuff about myself?
But what they're going off of is not what's happening at that quote unquote date / meetup. They've talked to her. Girl, tell us about this show you on. And so they've talked to her and they've heard about him not sharing. So this is not news to them.
Yeah. And then Donna, of course, likes Vince. And then that's when Lauren tries to, chimes in and brings up the how tall are you conversation that happened with her friends on her date with Vince.
Yeah, we'll get into that one later because the fact that, but here's the thing that irked me about this early on. Yes, Lauren, we got a lot to talk about this time because she actually called Vince aggressive and she was embarrassed, right? But she called him aggressive. I thought we weren't calling black people aggressive on reality TV.
No. I think from what I understood, it's only black women you can't call aggressive on reality TV.
Oh, so is it not what's good for the goose is good for the gander? It's just, hey.
Just double standard, I guess. All I'm saying is, I know you don't call black women aggressive on TV, but to call Vince aggressive, I don't think he was aggressive. He was just defending himself and sticking up for himself.
Yeah. Elson said Lauren forgot the aggressive rule. But like Terrell said, we've only heard it. It feels fine. Let's gang up on the black men and call them aggressive. It's okay, right?
I haven't heard a show where they're like, oh, no, Tyrone, he came across aggressive. I haven't heard that. It's only been referred to towards black women. So maybe for a black guy. See? Yeah.
Lovita says it's only black women.
That's what I thought.
And Christine says Vince is defensive AF. Really? Okay, we're gonna get into this a little later because even Assumpta B's like, for the first time I was on Vince's side. It's because we're gonna get into it a lot deeper when they actually sit down and talk. On the flip side of this, it was really interesting. I think I saw this. Where did it say here? Assumpta B also said earlier, Dom setting up delusional Devon to go home was truly masterful. Do you think so in the way she delivered the news at the deliberation? Because she read him his rights and he wasn't even there to hear it.
I mean, I don't think so. I think Dom was just being Dom, very, very direct in what she said. And a lot of it had to do with that one date. He didn't stick up for her or, pretty much profess his love the way she wanted him to, which is totally fine. And then also Donna's like, yeah, Devon, I'm not feeling him because I don't know where he stands. He has all these connections, which he does. 66% of the women are his connections. And so she's like, I don't know where I stand.
You stand not in the list of connections. How about that?
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of dismissive the way she's like, yeah, you go on over there with the rest of them. We good. So, of course, we knew this was going to happen. It was going to be Cardi, it was going to be Devon, right? So, we see Ashley take Cardi out.
Yep.
And I just want to say, Cardi, you ain't slick. Walking up, bumping the drink to spill it, and cop a quick feel. The hand placement. I saw it. The producers left it in there for us. You ain't slick.
No. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. It's a oops. I spilled a drink. I'm trying to panic and pat dry, and just happen to maybe come across the breastises.
I'm trying to give him some credit in the fact that he was able to bump the drink just enough not to knock it all the way over, but to get
a few drops. Just get a few drops on that.
Just get a few drops and go, my bad.
Yeah. Oh, you got a little Martina in that right nipple. I got it.
That was nuts. But it's interesting because I think Ashley is pretty straightforward with Cardi in this moment here, right?
Yeah, I think so. Because she says, hey, she feels like their texts and conversations aren't really about anything. It's very surface level. And then, of course, Cardi doesn't agree. And Cardi feels he's tried to get to know everybody, but it's hard to go deep with everybody, which I'm like, Cardi, come on, man. You've been on way too many dates and around these people too often. This is week 9. Yeah. You should be getting deeper with some of these folks.
They made these dates really short. At least they cut everything out of these because they got to the decision quick. You're still ready to love. Even though, and MWA, I absolutely agree with you. This is where she should have changed her mind because Ashley had to call the waiter herself. Hey, can I get some napkins? Come on.
Why didn't he just go to the bar real quick? Hey, I need some napkins real quick, player. And bring them over to the table.
Let me get 2 napkins.
Yeah, they're at a high top. High top's going closer to the bar. I just need 1 napkin.
What was that not? As so yeah, exactly. Then we got to see Shannon go on a date with Devon. And, I remember when we saw them in the go-karts, we thought this is a great couple. They're nerding out and all this. But the minute he showed up for that date, the minute Devon showed up for that date, he had to know, this ain't going to be good. Because the setting is great for a Cam Newton podcast. But for a date? Nah.
I had high hopes for him because remember I said last episode that when he's really dressed well, it's like he's Batman. His Batman outfit on, he's awesome. When he just comes looking like Bruce Wayne, it's not as good. This, I thought he came looking pretty well dressed. So I was like, okay, now we got Batman, Devon. Let's see how he handles the conversations. And it just went to crap after that.
Yeah.
Because Shannon's, he's like, let's talk about the date. She goes, yeah, I thought the date was lukewarm because I was looking for you to show up and show out and say that I was your number one. And then this fool goes, well, Dom has always been my number one, but it fluctuates. And Ashante has been rising for me. But I feel some uncertainty. I'm like, none of that has to do with Shannon. Why are you talking about these 2 ladies instead of just talking about Shannon?
And that's all true. However, the ladies in the live chat are already talking about the turtleneck and the all jeans, the Canadian tuxedo. I just want to know, why the hell was he sitting like this? and that's not a freeze frame. Why the hell was he sitting like this?
I don't know. Maybe he's trying to do the body language thing where you lean in, make it seem like you're really engaged and listening to the person.
Lean in, toot it up, stick it out. Even white boys got to shout. I'm just trying to understand what the hell was happening here. Brother, explain. Okay, there is something that did pop up here, and it's a great question from MWA, because we know Devon is eliminated, right? But
right.
I was curious as to why this didn't come up in the conversation you just said. Why didn't Shannon call Devon out? She told the women, he told her she was his number one, but he said on the date, Dom has always been his number one. Now, it seems like he's only telling her that in private when the cameras aren't there.
Right.
So why not call him out now that you're about to kick his ass out? Why not call him out in that moment while he is there and the cameras are rolling?
She took the high road. I think Shannon's mature now.
You
don't have to be Petty LaBelle. Just let it go. Hey, you're not ready to love. You gone. She wins.
That's not fun. Yeah, like Sly said, she was in the shower talking to this man, about to get electrocuted. She could at least ask the question.
I still want to know how they did that. This was a speakerphone.
Nikki B said Shannon felt like he was being fake, so why bother? MWA, exactly, I agree. Producers missed a moment. How do you let that? When Devon is eliminated, he tells us he felt if he was more assertive, he wouldn't have been eliminated. He would still be there. Do you agree?
No, because I don't think assertiveness was his issue. I think being assertive was his issue in the first mixer. When he came back to the second mixer, and that's when all of a sudden Don Juan Devon showed up, I thought he was great. I think his issue was that he had too many people that were just had too many people that were his number one. Like you can't have, at this point in the game, you can't have 4 out of the 6 remaining people as your top connections.
Well, you can, as he did. Yo, by the way, the question has been answered by Lavita in the chat, who says, Terrell, this is how you get in there with the earbuds. You put your earbuds in, cover your head with a shower cap. See, as men, we don't use shower caps. We're not even thinking about shower caps.
I didn't even think about shower caps. I was like, okay, I get it.
Yeah. So that's how you do it and talk on the phone. But now I know when you're talking on the phone with somebody, something light in the background sounds extremely loud. Is the water running?
Well, that was the thing that just throws me off because I don't know how you ladies take showers. I'm not in there long enough. I get in there, I do 2 coats and I rinse and I'm out. Like I don't need to hang out.
Western roll to that joker.
I'm just saying, how long is she in there that they're having full-on conversations? And then I'm sorry, if I'm on the phone with you and you're in the shower and I know this, I don't know how professional I can keep that conversation. Like, is that what the water's already running? Do you just kind of escalate?
Do you have a moving shower head?
Take it first.
Yes. What can you do with it?
Yeah, now get your armpits. Yeah, get the armpits. Go down to the leg. Get that leg. Who's a dirty girl? Who's a dirty girl?
So no shower conversations. What about the toilet? She's on the toilet. You fine?
If you don't tell me, you could be on the toilet. I just don't know about it. But don't be like, wait, oh, man, my stomach bubbling. I'm like, oh, I'll let you go. No, I can keep talking. I don't think that. I don't want to hear all the noises or hear you grinding. Yeah, I was going to the store the other day and they ran out of what I...
How did we get here? And that was when everybody left. Tracy Whitehead says, just don't flush. That's bad. Or Lavita says, mute it to flush. You say something, ha ha, and then mute. Yo. Oh my God. All right. Those are gone. And all of a sudden, we're on the way to the Getaway. Did you notice there were 2 car rides that they gave us a peek into the car, right? Mm-hmm. Did you notice the mommy, daddy, and their teenage daughter car ride?
Mommy, daddy, and the teenage daughter. Is that Bello,
mommy,
Dom, and... Is that,
daddy, and the teenage daughter in the backseat?
Was that Bello, Dom, and Shannon?
Yes. That's what this looked like. Yo, I mean, seriously, Bellows up front just had, and the way Dom is so relaxed in that passenger seat, foot kicked up. I know you don't want women kicking their feet up in Black Beauty, but she's kicked up, relaxed. He got his hand over there. That's the way you're supposed to ride with your woman. Yeah, these 2 are a couple. I don't know why they're playing this game. They're a couple.
Yeah, they boot up.
Yeah. And Shannon in the backseat just...
Are we there yet? Ooh, McDonald's.
Nikki B says Shannon in her booster seat eating animal crackers. Stop it. Y'all wrong. Stop it. Leave her alone for now. High Vibe says Dom has been in that passenger seat before. Did kind of seem that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sly says, I would have taken a horse out there. No, I'm in the back seat alone looking like a third wheel. And there are others who decided to team up. You had in the other car, you had Cardi, Steven, Lauren, and Ashante, right?
Right.
And Cardi asked, what is your kryptonite? And both Ashante and Lauren say they're thinking the same thing, but won't say what it is. What do you think it is?
I have no idea if Lauren or Ashante, if y'all are in the chat, what did y'all think it was? Because I thought because I watched this twice. The first time I watched it, I thought maybe he's asking like deal breakers, kind of, what's your big red flags? Mm-hmm. Then watching it the second time, I'm thinking, well, maybe what's your weakness? What's your kryptonite? What is your weakness? But again, I don't know where he's trying to go with that conversation. What if someone's like chocolate? Chocolate's my kryptonite. So
We like, but that then you'd be approved because Nikki B says the sex, Levita says the D, not Detroit.
that's the kryptonite.
Yeah, and I'm assuming that's the conversation was meant to be a little dirty, right? So there's the weakness, the kryptonite.
Okay.
They get to the house. How'd you like it?
The house was dope. I really liked it. I mean, I guess they called it a lodge. I mean, it just looked spacious to have
We on the lodge
people?
with it.
12 people staying there. I mean, it just looked amazing. And for it to be Detroit wintertime, I thought it was gorgeous.
What did you say? Wintertime?
Wintertime? Then they have jackets
No.
and stuff. Yeah, there was some they had
That's-
the fire pit going because it was cold.
Winter in
Yeah.
Detroit. It's a little different.
Okay, what is that called? Then?
It-
Fall?
No, that was anything outside of the 2 weeks of summer. Michigan has 2 weeks of summer. That's it. Anything outside of that requires clothing. Okay, let's be very clear. What'd you think when they went to go choose rooms? Because it seemed like Dom, little girl Shannon, for the room that she claimed first.
Yeah, so they go picking rooms, and Shannon chooses the room. And then later on, you see Dominic laying in the bed, and Shannon's like, wait a minute, are y'all staying in here? Because I'm not going to be in here if y'all in here, but I'd pick this room. And Dominic's like, well, I really thought Dominic was just going to get her. And to me, I was waiting for Shannon like to speak up, but she barely challenged her. But I think Dom still gave her the room because Shannon told her, like, you tripped over my bag. Like, you knew this was my room.
So, okay, you said that. I didn't see where she actually gave it back. Like Lola D says, Shannon had to let Dom have that room so she could get a ride back. MWA says Dom was dead ass wrong. High vibe, Dom was wrong. Christine says that was disrespectful. And Christine even said Shannon gave up easily, right? Now, you said that she didn't. I mean, she kind of did, but then Dom gave it back. Did anybody else see that? Because I missed that part. I saw when she put a bag in there, but I thought that was Bello's bag. She grabbed and go, let's go to here with me.
Yeah,
This my damn room. Because that room was that was the master bedroom. I mean, because that's the big bed, the extra living room, and the patio. They need that room. Mommy and Daddy need that room.
Yeah, I mean, I saw her because I saw Dom go pick up her bag, bring it right back to the foot of the bed, and be like, hey, there you go. Fine. And then they chose a different room, which to me, all the rooms in that house probably have to be good.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you saw it. And we have to disagree because nobody else has seen that either.
Well.
Jay Say-So said that king-size bed was meant for two. Get your single ass out of here. And MWA said that was Bellows back, which is what I thought too. Like this, because even Ashante had something to say. She's going up the stairs like, that's savage. Oh, whatever word she said. I don't know if it was savage. It was something close to that, but yeah. Tommy shows up, lets everybody know the men have the power, which obviously, because the women just had it, right? Well, the surprise is one person's not making it through the entire getaway and will be going home and leaving the next day. You frozen over there, brother?
Yeah.
Are you back now?
At least it's just one, hopefully. I'm trying to surprise us and do two. Am I?
All right. Yeah, you were. Are you back yet?
I think I'm back. Am I back?
Yes, yeah, I think you're back
You're
now.
frozen on my side.
Oh, that's your Wi-Fi. You're good.
Am I still frozen?
No, you're back now. We got so much more to get to, man, because there was games, there was dinner, there was a breakfast buffet. There was a whole lot going on, and we'll get to that. But first, a word from Unfrozen Terrell.
Hopefully it stays that way.
Yeah, this will be bad.
I know, right? As we're into the new year, 2026, perfect time to refresh the spaces we use every day, starting with the kitchen. That's where Sell and Spice comes in. Sell and Spice is a Black-owned business offering thoughtfully curated kitchenware, cookware, and wine accessories designed to help you cook better, host more, and enjoy everyday moments at home. Whether your New Year's Eve goal is more home-cooked meals, better coffee, which was one of my goals this year, or finally hosting that dinner party, they've got what you need. Starting this year with intention also means supporting businesses that align with your values. So visit sellerandspice.com to upgrade your kitchen and support a Black-owned brand, bringing quality, style, and purpose into homes everywhere.
Resolutions. Did you make any this year? Besides to actually be in the kitchen some more?
Yeah, because I want to cook more. I eat out a whole lot. And so I want to cook more. And then I always go out and buy coffee. So I bought that espresso machine from Sell and Spice. I've been making some amazing lattes every day. But I've not spent any money at a coffee shop.
It's just amazing just because you made them.
Yeah, no, it's just they're amazing. But I've not spent any money at the coffee shop in like a week.
Okay.
Which is rare because normally I'm hitting the coffee shop at least 4 or 5 times a week. So those things add up.
There are people in, I guess the people from the coffee shop are in the chat saying, come back. You really went looking forward to, didn't you? Shout out to everybody who's hanging out, man. Whether you're watching now as part of the live crew or later as part of Replay Gang, please do us a favor. Hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications.
And if you really want to support the channel, join the regulars by becoming a member. It's less than $3 a month. You'll get custom emojis, early access to random thoughts and RGRT pod reaction videos, and more, including members-only live streams for story time with Terrell.
And to all our podcast fam listening on your favorite app, thank you too. Leave us a 5-star rating and a quick review. It really helps. We need some of those reviews in 2026. All right? We appreciate you. Back at the lodge. We're on the lodge with it. There was a game of cornhole. Or was it just everybody try to toss the bag in the hole?
Well, maybe because I live in Texas. I've heard of cornhole for decades. Been around forever. So I was surprised that a lot of them didn't know what cornhole was.
Well, you know why. It started off as a winter sport.
Maybe because of the weather.
Well, it was a winter activity.
It's an outdoor game, so maybe because of the weather in Detroit, as you said, the 2 weeks where there's outside of the summer, maybe the weather's not good enough. Maybe that's why they don't do cornhole a lot.
We got a chance to see Shannon sit down with Darius, who turned from Craven the Hunter to Sabretooth. With that fur he had on. He showed up with that fur. I was like, Sabretooth. Yeah, that man got a different fur for every outfit, man, every season. Shadow wanted to clear some things up about Darius and his 11-year relationship. Did she?
Well, I don't know if she cleared it up for her, but it opened up some eyes for me. Because Darius's 11-year relationship, come to find out, was off and on. So Lisa wasn't consecutive. And then he says that she was an adult entertainer. And Shannon's like, what? Now, I know if you tell me it's adult entertainer, I'm going to think stripper. I'm not going to think porn star. I would think stripper. But Shannon was like, what?
No, adult entertainer. The first thing I would think was porn star.
No, I would think stripper first.
Now, if you said a night dancer. A ceiling clinger. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with stripping. But he said that she was a stripper and he met her through his club. Now, the one thing that tripped me out on this is Darius. Why would you tell the world that? I'm not saying it's wrong to date a stripper. All I'm saying is, why would you say that on TV?
Why? Okay. Why wouldn't he? I mean, she asked. So if you are dating someone and having a conversation with someone else, and they say, what does she do?
Yeah.
Are you going to say, well, we don't need to talk about that?
Yeah. Well, the Shannon didn't ask. She just said, tell me more about this relationship. And he says, we're on again for 11 years. And then Darius volunteered that she was an adult entertainer and like said, a stripper, which I'm wondering, is that like a flex for him to be like, I pulled a stripper for 11 years. Like, I don't know why you would sell that. But again, my other thought is, why would you say that on TV?
I don't see what the okay. It doesn't matter. He said it. Maybe it's his. Okay.
That's-
Here's the thing that I think that was interesting. When he said that, Shannon tells us, well, I won't be doing that. One, we know.
Two, you don't know what
he didn't
she did.
ask.
You don't know what she did.
And he didn't ask you to. So, Terrell, if you date a woman who once dated a basketball player, does that mean you now have to dunk? Why the hell did she think that she had to go get a pole and put it in the middle of the living room? I'm trying to understand the logic here because Shannon is smart. I'm trying to understand what the heck she was thinking.
Yeah, I don't know, but no one asked him what she did. I don't understand why he volunteered that information, and he said that he thought he could change her. And Shannon's like, "Well, what do you mean by change her?" And then he said, "I thought I could lead her in a different direction." Which I'm like, "What does this lead her?" Like again, he sounds like a pimp. And then, but then here's what's funny: Darius feels he says on camera that he felt judged, that Shannon was judging him, and I think this is what he does when he starts to realize that someone is starting to smell his BS. Because remember when Donna called him out, and he's like, "I feel like I'm getting judged," but I think rightfully so. You should get judged because you have a car business, you have this business, you had a nightclub, you dated a stripper for that. All these things are just so out there that's just hard to believe at all.
Well, I mean, there are a lot of things that you've done that if you told them, people would be like, "That's hard to believe too."
Yeah, but that's also
Which
on my
we won't-
resume
which-
and on my LinkedIn profile. You can
Oh
see
no, I wasn't
everything
talking
that I've
about.
done.
I wasn't talking about those things.
No.
I'm talking about the things that would be in story time with Terrell. Sly said Shannon had no real interest in Wolfman, and Tracy Whitehead said when he said he owned the club, I spit out my drink. You had a similar reaction, didn't you?
It's like Forrest Gump. What have you not done? What have you not owned?
Well, look, Darius is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. All right.
No.
CXM has a great point. Never knew Darius and Shannon had a connection. They didn't. He mentioned to her before, and Shannon is out here on this mission to find connections to stay alive because it's whittling down. The numbers are going down fast.
Right.
Sly says the lies, and High Vibe says Terrell has references. We have the trusted word of underworld dwellers about Darius's job history. Do you have references for those other stories?
None
None that you'd bring on the pod?
that I would bring on the pod because some people don't know I tell these stories. I can't be like, we tell them it was true about that thing. I can't do that.
You know that thing I like.
Remember in college the thing you used to do to me? Tell them about it.
Moving on. Steve,
Random conversations with Terrell's past.
Yes, you got to. Save it for the story.
Yeah.
Die. Everybody's in the house chilling. Steven and Donna are having a great conversation, I thought. And I thought just because it seems playful, then it gets a little serious, but it seems like a good back and forth banter with these two, right?
Yeah, I did too. It seemed like a good flirting energy that they had. And he was, I think they were talking about some of her clothing, some boots that she had. And he's like, well, how much are those? She told him like $1,200, which part of me is like, why would you tell him how much you pay for those boots? But then he asked her, well, are you good?
Letting
with
him know
money?
what he got to pay if he want to buy her some boots.
Well, could be. So he's like, are you good with money? And she said that her dissertation is on the spending habits of millennials, which good.
Okay.
She will know some things about money and finance and what you should save for.
Now, my question is, did she learn anything from her dissertation, or did she just do it and say, yeah, I still spend $1,200 on these shoes, even though I don't need to? But the interesting part was Shannon decided to insert herself. Oh, dissertation. That's amazing.
Did someone say dissertation? Hi, guys. Shannon, nice to meet you. How are you?
And here's the problem I have with Shannon in this moment. One, it was awkward. Everybody kind of knew. And then she was like, she turned into the host. Would you guys like to sit down? We've got a nice couch over here for you.
Would you like to I kind of like this move by Shannon because I think that
You do?
I kind of like it a bit because
Okay.
it's a little more assertive
Mm-hmm.
than what she has been in the past. I think she needed that. So I kind of liked it. I don't think it was that bad. It's not like they were in deep conversation. They were just talking about how much she paid for shoes and her dissertation. It wasn't like deep talk.
Okay. Katie Canary Diamond, I agree with you. Shannon made herself look so insecure and thirsty. I was embarrassed for her. You say no. You think you like that idea that she did.
I did. I thought it was good.
Now, the next thing, they all go to the couch, and I didn't see this one, but MWA says Shannon put her leg on all on Steven. Did we see that part?
I don't recall seeing that. If it happened, I must have missed it.
But what you didn't miss, and Vince didn't miss, was an opportunity to jump in and steal his woman back.
Yeah, there's a chair next to Donna. That's a window of opportunity. You got to jump in.
And you notice what he did? He called Shannon first. He said, Shannon. And then he goes over there, but sits next to Donna purposely.
Right.
And then they begin their conversation. And when he's talking to Donna, Donna seems tickled.
Yeah, or kikiing. That's what she does. Anytime Vince
She's like, keying all up in his face.
Anytime Vince comes around, she gets the kikiing. But so Vince moves in and they started having a conversation. And Donna asked him about the relationship between having grown children and just the new children, because we know that Donna wants to have kids, and Vince apparently is, I'm open to having another child. And he said that his daughter would love it, and his son doesn't really like anybody. But Donna grew up in that type of scenario where her and her brother were older, then new parents came in and little ones, great, and she had to love half siblings. So she's very familiar with that, which I think is great. And I think probably helps, I would hope, put Vince at ease. I'm still not convinced or sold that Vince wants to have children, but whatever.
Yeah. Now, it's really interesting to see all these people having such nice words to say about Vince. Sly, great move, Vince. Danzy Day, Vince knew exactly what was happening. D. Michelle, Vince did that. Nikki V, I can see Vince really wanting more kids. D. Michelle, I was Team Vince all episode.
Okay.
Hey, he turned. Maybe this is what happened that we didn't see behind the scenes, and how he went from the B word to the U word upgrade.
Well, there's always that turnaround story, right? Every season there's someone that starts out the villain, and maybe they turn out to be the hero. Maybe that's Vince.
And just to be sure, of course, Sly says, I'm still not a fan. Materialistic.
Of course not.
Vince should not be here, period. And high vibe, I'm still annoyed by Vince. I knew this was too good to be true. Sorry, Vince. It was good while it lasted.
We tried to help you out.
We tried to help you out, brother, but sometimes it just ain't gonna last. I do want to go back to this just real quick before we move on, because I saw a lot of people pointing this out to us, and this is what I love about the live crew, man, because y'all definitely answer the questions when we asked. And we asked about Shannon having her legs all over Steven, which you and I didn't see, right? And I've seen that she trapped him in there, trapped him on the couch. Nikki B says she was draped all over him. And MW said it happened when Donna was talking to Vince, which is the same thing El Sid said. Danzy D said she did put her leg on him. And Kira's like, yeah, she sure did. Jen W, I saw it. And to put it all in perspective, and probably why we missed it, Steven was making little to no contact, but Shannon was all over him.
I could see that.
Because he was annoyed. Sly says it was WWE style leg wrap. So basically what y'all are saying is Shannon put Steven in the figure 4 leg lock, Ric Flair style. Woo!
Yeah.
And it was over. Hey, you know what? They wanted to see a more assertive person. She did that, right?
Yeah, she did. 100%.
Now, somebody who has been, really and truly standing above for a while, got a chance to sit down with the smooth man himself, Bello and Lauren.
Yeah.
And I believe this is where we start to see the cracks.
Yeah, it's definitely coming through here. So Lauren said that she's trying to figure out how to maneuver, through this process, and she's not sure if she's one of Bello's top connections. So she asked him if he's emotionally available to her as a connection. And I like what Bello said. Bello said, like, we've kept in touch this whole time and nothing has changed on this end. Yeah, he tells her to pretty much be yourself and don't dim your light and try to maneuver other people and do you instead of pretty much playing chess, right? Which I thought was good.
Oh, I just want to point this out. I want you to finish your point, but I have to ask this question because High Vibe says Lauren really should have checked Bello, too non-confrontational, and Nikki B said Lauren let Bello play in her face. Explain
Check
how and why she should have checked him. That's why I want you to finish, but I want to give them time to at least type it out. Why?
Okay. Yeah, I'm curious
before we move too far.
I'm curious myself. But I think this conversation turned Bello off from Lauren. Because here's what I'm interpreting from what he said. He said that we've kept in touch this whole time and nothing has changed. In other words, he still communicated with her. It just hasn't been more or less just been communication. But it's not really communication saying what he thinks or what he feels about her. But he feels that they're good. But I think this is just kind of turning him off because he knows that if she's not his big connection, then let her go and go focus on Dom because I know that's what you want.
So, Kata Canary Diamond says Bello wants to be chased. Sir, you are not the prize. Not according to DJ Academics. So he is. Monique says Lauren has no game, and then she put her faith in Mr. I go back and forth. Okay, Mr. Aaliyah. And Elsa says check Bello for his bags in Dom's room. Which, did she?
Well, that's my question. I wish Lauren was in the chat, but that was my question is, did she specifically tell him, hey, I'm a little concerned that your bags are in the same room as Dom, and if that's what y'all's connection's like, well then, let me go. Or and that just was edited out. They just didn't put that on. They didn't air that piece, or did she not? Because I would hope Lauren is pretty direct, but I have experienced people that don't really say what they really think. And you're supposed to have a magic 8-ball and guess and figure it out. I've experienced that. So I'm hoping Lauren didn't.
Sir. Now, Kira says, I think Lauren should have been more direct with her questioning. Do you like me or not? Take it back to 8th grade. Yes.
Yeah.
Or like Nikki B said, Lauren said her deal breaker was Bello rooming with Dom. Yes. And okay, when she said that, and she noticed, oh, wait, Dom is putting Bello's bags in her room. That's going to be a problem for me since he's my connection. I need to let him know that. You like that moment, right?
Yeah.
But to your point, did it ever happen? Because if this is a deal breaker, you're like, yo, if you're going to lay in the bed with her, nah, bruh, we good. Wow, I'm here?
Right.
You better go sneak over to the house when I'm not around.
Yeah.
Don't do it when we in the same house, under the same roof, right?
Yeah, I mean, I truly believe that hopefully she was, but if she was really direct with him, so here's my issue. Your stuff is in there. You staying with her? If so, cool. But I think just the way the conversation landed for Bello, I think at that point he was like, yeah, I'm kind of done.
Yeah. Mimi says Bello's with Dominique. He's just entertaining the other women so they won't send him home, which is what this show forces people to do. We've said this. We saw this in the DC episode, the DC season, and of course here again we see it. The ride up told us, mommy and daddy in the front seat. We knew that, right? So there's more to get to with Lauren later. Yeah, we ain't done. It gets worse. Ashley was having a conversation with Cardi, right? Well, actually, not even a conversation, because here's the interesting thing. It got to a conversation, not very much. It should have been a conversation, because Cardi promises something that will blow Ashley's mind. So I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be a dope conversation because he's going to prove he's not surface level.
Right.
This should be a dope conversation. He's going to get deep. He's going to tell us some good stuff.
Nope. He goes into the garage, gets a one wheel and a helmet. Like a kid. Look what I got for Christmas.
Or is this a genius move by him? Because he went feeling up and down that one piece outfit the entire time.
Now again, we said that Cardi might be a little tactical, like he was with the spilled drink. So in this case, he's letting her skate, but trying to make sure she doesn't fall, which is a gentleman thing. And it didn't even look like she was about to fall. He just saw her just wobble, and he just went straight for the booty grab. I got you.
Yes. Hey, you know, here's what happens. You got to grab. Look for the center of gravity.
I got you. I got you. I mean, you could have held her under her arms.
He did that too.
But
well, actually, no. He held her by her sides.
Yeah. So I'm like, well played, Cardi. Give you a reason to get a little taste, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but okay. I know, and it's interesting. Maybe says he had two hands full.
Oh yeah,
both times. Because like High Vibe said, a strong booty grab at that. Yes. Now, Tasha Journey says Cardi is socially awkward. I don't know how he made it this far. He may be socially awkward, but what's really awkward is getting on a one wheel with zero balance, and Ashley has none.
Right.
He had to grab, in his defense, to be fair, he had to grab her in the armpits on the side to keep her up. She was gonna fall right over. No balance.
But then if she starts to fall, you just lift, pick her up. Her feet are dangled for a bit, and she'll realize she's fine. Then put her back down. Say, now this is not a slight on Ashante because you put me on the one wheel, it's not gonna go that well. Like I'm not gonna be riding that thing like Cardi can do.
If I clip that, that's gonna be amazing. Because I can make it sound like Cardi B. You know, this was probably the most mature moment of the show, I believe, when we got to see Bello and Dom, Mommy and Daddy, sitting by the fireplace.
Bello's sitting there with his little glass like a G.
Yes. Yo, this was good though. You look at this and you go, we saw them in the car ride. We know they ain't a relationship. We saw them get the room. We know they ain't a relationship. You see them sitting by the fireplace, signed, sealed, delivered. This is a full-on relationship. You can't tell me any different.
I'd agree with you. To me, I think y'all are together. But you got to play the game. Totally get it.
Yeah, they were on it. Now, the conversations they were having here, where Dom says she's only getting dressed for two things. I think she's being very direct here, saying, look, I'm getting dressed for two things, a wedding or a funeral. Now, is that being direct or is that a threat?
Well, if she said a wedding or my wedding or your funeral, that would be a threat.
Touche. Good point.
That would be a threat. But I think she's being very direct because she asked him what his timeline was because she's dating for a purpose. And interesting, though, she said, I don't have to be married, but I want to be. So she could probably be with somebody because she's been, married twice?
Yeah. No, married once. What are you thinking of? There's two relationships with the football player and the NBA player. She was married. Right. I think she was married to the NBA player, dated Antonio Gates.
Okay, got it.
Or I may have it confused. I don't know.
Well, yeah, but she said that her preference would be to get married, but she doesn't have to. What I thought was interesting is that Bella said he needs at least 2 years before marriage. And the question I had is that 2 years before you propose or 2 years and then we can be married? Because if it's 2 years and you propose, then you got 6 months to maybe a year engagement, depending on how you want to plan the wedding and all that type of stuff. Then that means it could be 3 years. I just think people at their age, was Bello's 37, She's 42.
Okay.
I figured when you're older, you kind of know what you want. I'm like, does it really take 2 years? At that age, does it really take 2 years?
So, Terrell, in your next relationship, how long before you proposed then?
It's a good question. If everything feels right,
If 2 years is so goddamn long.
no. If I meet somebody and I'm like, this is my person, this is the one, I'm all in, she's all in, and we can tell, and you've blessed it, then I'm like, all right. Then I'm like, all right, well, we've been talking around, 15 months now. Let's get engaged. I might do that. It depends. Or it could be sooner. It just really all depends. But I would know. It wouldn't take me 2 years to decide if this is my person. I would have that figured out. Probably at least 6 months to a year. I will know if this is who I want to be with.
Oh yeah, I say all that, and hey, I got married a year later. Literally 1 year, 1 month, 1 day after our first date, because we knew.
Yeah,
we do, right? By the way, GC Chair says we keep skipping the fact that Bella was driving Dom's car. Is that important?
I don't think it was Dom's car, because Dom has a white BMW.
That's what he was driving, wasn't it?
No, that was not a white BMW. That was like I don't know. It was like a silver SUV with red interior, but it was too big to be the type of BMW SUV that Dom had. That was a lot bigger. I don't think that was Dom's. At least I don't think it was Dom's. I mean,
now maybe your TV has a different color than mine, because I thought it was white with a tan interior. But
no, just red interior. For what Bella was driving, it was red interior, red leather.
Everybody's saying that. Yeah, it was Dom's car. It was a white BMW.
Agree to disagree.
And this is Dom's X6. The X6 is pretty spacey on the inside. Jen says red interior. Yeah. So, yeah. High five right there with you. My TV showed red interior. Mine showed tan.
Yeah, I showed red interior.
Everybody tell me, getting me on that. The red interior. All right, that's fine. I was deep, half asleep. How about that? I was shaped by the colorblind. Or this is the white and gold dress thing. Exactly. There you go. We all saw exactly what we wanted to. Next, they were having dinner, the entire crew, right? Mm-hmm. Craven the Hunter is back, because he's back in his natural color of fur. Darius. And he asked a very good question. What is something new you learned about yourself through this process? Mm-hmm. Did the answer satisfy you?
I mean, it was a great question. I think a good conversation starter around the table. So Ashante said that she learned apparently she's a prude, which I thought she was saying that she's learned that she's not as, let's just say,
freaky,
touchy-feely, affectionate, flirty.
I took freaky when she said that. I was like, because that's the first thing when somebody says they're prude, that means they're not doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I didn't want to say prude. I mean, I want to say freaky. I just thought, But apparently it was more about conversations that everyone else is having. She hasn't been getting deep. But I think that's what happens when you give off homie vibes. You don't really go deep with the homies, So she learned that about herself.
That's a good point about the homie vibes, because remember, people did say that.
Yeah, she has that. The one that shocked me the most was Lauren.
Uh-oh. Did you get locked up again? I think he did. So Lauren admits to finding out that she prejudged a lot more than she thought, right? Which is, okay, let's be fair. That is actually a great take, right? When you think about it, just to be able to acknowledge, hey, I didn't think I was this, or I prejudged a whole lot. And coming to find out, oh no, this is what I'm thinking. So good one from her, right? I see a lot of people giving a lot of things on Ashanti here, saying Ashanti was throwing shade. Why throwing whole shade? Really? What to the other women? Is that what you saw? Is that what you thought when she said that she's a prude? Because she did try to say it was just about conversation, right? And if it's just about conversation, then no, that's not what it was, right? Okay. And Christine, exactly. I do agree too. I appreciate Lauren was able to self-respect like that. Self-reflect is what you meant to say there. Yeah, like that. Because that's, to be able to say that, I think is a lot. And I know you felt the same way too, Terrell.
Yeah, and I'm sorry about that. I'm back. Technical difficulty with, I don't know what's going on outside.
Pay your internet bill. Jesus. Now, come on.
I put something on it.
You got it on layaway?
Yeah, I put something on it. I just added 10 more minutes.
Interesting thing was they jump in and Cardi decides to enter the chat. Throws himself dead smack in the middle. Well, I'll go next. And delivers his TED Talk. Did you like it?
Oh, goodness. That word salad. I mean, he just starts going on about your value may not be appreciated, but blah, 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 blah. And I'm thinking to myself, are you not reading the room as you're talking? Like, looking at people's faces. I didn't get a lot of what he was saying here.
Mm-hmm.
And then he says that he's not totally understood. No, what's it? No, this is what like Ashley calls him out in front of everybody. And
She
it's like,
does.
this is why we say you're shallow.
Yeah.
Because you're not speaking about yourself. He's like,
No,
but I
Cardi's
am
a
speaking
metaphor.
about myself. Yeah. Yeah. That's what Donna said. You're speaking in metaphors. I am a metaphor. What's that one with? You're out of order. You're out of order. This whole court is out of order.
Yo, he just knew he thought he had a mic drop moment. Right? He just knew he had a mic drop moment. I mean, he got done to like, yeah. So about that. Like Mimi says, the silence afterwards was hilarious. It was.
The mic drop moment that he thought he was going to get is that I'm not totally understood with how people are. I'm totally understanding how people say I'm not deep when a ninja can swim. I was like, what? I was like, what did you say?
I think you meant dive.
I'm not deep when I can swim. I was like, what in the world?
Now, did you catch? Because they didn't really put a lot in it, but Dominique was like, even though she didn't come to his rescue, she's like, my man's sitting right next to me. I can't say nothing, but Cardi's okay. We have good conversation when Bello isn't around.
Well, that was karma for Cardi when he was sitting back letting Devon,
Yes.
drown.
Yes.
On that day. And he's just sitting back there just smiling. Yeah, that's karma.
You did you catch this when everybody after Vince was like, hey, I'm gonna go slip into something a little more comfortable, and everybody decides to go put on pajamas. Dom stood up next to Cardi and goes, you okay? Did you catch that?
Yeah, I did. No, I'm straight. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, he was unfazed, totally unfazed. Now, speaking of this pajama thing, I got to throw this out here real quick. Did you peep? Because it was kind of a quick cutaway. You went to something else, then another quick cutaway. But you put those two together, and what you see is Shannon diving in Steven's bed. Mm-hmm. Then we come back, and Shannon cuddle up, all up in Steven's neck.
Yeah, well, the key thing that you're saying is Shannon jumped on Steven in his bed. And I think Shannon was cuddled up with Steven. Steven wasn't cuddled up with Shannon. I think that's what I thought. I'm like, I don't know if Steven is liking this right now.
I don't know that I saw that, but apparently, yes, because Elson says Steven was looking for help. Kay the Canary Diamond said Shannon was cringe. MWA, Steven was on his phone. How to get a woman off your MWA says watching YouTube videos. Yes. How to say no nicely. Sly says he was scrolling 911.
Yeah.
And
He's just sort
apparently,
of,
yes.
Get off, I'm hot. Get off, I'm hot.
Oh, it was bad. It was bad. But one of the things that they did show us was Ashante going on a date in the house with Bello out by the fireplace. Should Dom be mad at him for this? Because it's the same thing they did. They were out there chatting by the fire, nice and cozy, and there was a nice, deep conversation there. Should she be upset with him for having this convo with Ashante like this?
No, because to me, this just looked like two friends having a conversation. He didn't have this little Mac Daddy glass of bourbon staring at the fire.
He tried to take it outside. She said, you leave that glass right here.
It wasn't like that. To me, it just looked like two friends sitting out there. So I don't think she should be concerned, but the conversation they had I thought was interesting because we talked about this before. He had asked her whether she feels their connection has changed since the last 2 dates, and she tells him how her friends said that he's going to want her to convert. Yeah. And he said, no, it's not like that. It's just what's important is for my kids to be a part of my religion, but I wouldn't push that on you.
He clarified that.
I like that he did too, but in my mind, how does that work? Because what if you're trying to push your religion on your kid, but there's something that you're pushing that she doesn't agree with?
Okay. Here's the thing about that. Because one of the things that Ashante does point out is that, okay, Bello claims a religion. She doesn't. However, they both agree on core values and what she called the bottom line of everyday life, right?
Right.
So core principles and values they agree on.
Right.
Just he's religious, she's not.
Right.
What's the problem?
There's no problem with that if you're not bringing kids into it. If it's just two adults who don't want to have children and they're going to be in this relationship and he's Muslim and she's not, great. But what he wants is if we have kids, for him, she can have it.
And a kid.
Well, no, before we get to the kids part, because you said, what's wrong with that? I said, it's for the two. Now, if you have kids and he wants to raise the kids a certain way, and I'm not just talking, pork and white women, I'm just saying in general, there's certain principles that he might want to instill. What if she doesn't agree with that? So can she not say anything? Does she not have a say? I just find that to be a weird situation. And I think it's different if you're Catholic, and I'm atheist. But I just don't see how this dynamic could really work if you're going to bring kids into it.
That's such a bad joke to be made when you brought up Catholic. I'm going to leave it alone. It's a bad joke. Damn, it was bad. So Bello actually asked Ashante if she kept the painting because he brings up the whole painting experience, the date, and says that it made him really miss painting because he used to like drawing as a kid. It's an interesting conversation.
Is it just because he used to like doing drawings as a kid?
Because it's a deeper conversation than that, right? Because that was his passion, something that was his passion. But being the child of an immigrant, right? Okay. Coming in to the U.S. and most immigrants have this story, which it's going to be, here are the jobs that are acceptable and you are going to go to school for. Let us start with doctor, lawyer, and stop.
No, dentist.
Well, I put that all on the doctor.
That's all on
something that requires a doctorate and stop. You want to do what? You want to act? Hell no. You want to draw? Hell no. You want to sing? You can sing while you're taking the test for your doctorate.
It's fair.
So, yes, that's why I get what you're saying. Oh, that's just a throwaway conversation, but I know why you say that. But this is a deeper conversation for those who've kind of been through some of those conversations or know a lot of people who've been through those conversations.
Yeah.
And you know quite a few people who did too.
Yeah, I do.
Like, Shea Butter goes, yeah, but he do real estate.
But if he's successful, they'll let it slide.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, if he's making money doing it, they'll let it slide.
Yeah, in real estate, that's one thing that's not getting any less unless, well, yeah. This conversation was really interesting because Lauren decides she's got to pull Vince to the side, right? This is where I think Lauren lost me because I have to agree with Vince. There's zero accountability for her or her peeps.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's unfortunate because, Lauren's one of my top two. I'm going to be like Devon. Lauren's one of my top two. So it tells you where she sits. She's in my top two. But she said that she hates how that conversation with her friends went left. And
so do we.
Vince
so we
said
agree
that,
there.
Vince said, hey, he answered the question, and they kept going with more behind the question. And Lauren felt like that convo shouldn't have had that much weight. And so Vince asked her, so when I answered them, when they asked me how tall I am, when I answered them, do you think that should have been it? And then Lauren said, not if they didn't want it to be. That's where I have an issue.
That's, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
Right.
That's a problem. And that is where this goes wrong. Because she tried to tell him, making a big deal, and somebody asks your height, you don't go, oh, well, I wonder why they're asking that question. Like, no, I answered the damn question. So he did answer the question, right? The next thing became, did your doctor tell you that? Did your mama say you were 6'2"?
Right.
Were you born 6'2"?
Which I'm like, okay, we get it. Y'all both went on dates with some guy who told you he was really 6'2" and he wanted to be in 5'8". We get it. You have your own thing. But I think this is the difference as you get older, because Lauren at this time is 36. She's still, to me, that's kind of that young age where your friends are very, can influence you a whole lot. And at some point, you got to say, hey, we're grown. Why would you even ask that?
Right.
You know what I mean? That just makes no sense to have that type of follow-up question. Is it a real 6'2"? Did your doctor say that? Like, all that was unnecessary.
I'll tell you why it wasn't unnecessary. I told you, when Vince walked up and said his name was Vince, that one friend was like, I used to know Vince.
Yeah.
It's not me.
Yeah. same as when I say I'm a Scorpio. I dated Scorpios. Nope. I'm like, it wasn't me, though. I didn't do it to you.
I'll do the same thing, though. Mimi says that man immediately answered the question, but her friends took it in another direction. So what was he supposed to do, ma'am? Exactly. High Vibe says, but the friends could see his height. And I saw this from Levita, who says, did anyone notice the height difference? He was taller. Did you notice? I didn't.
I didn't. I don't know if she had on flats or heels.
But then that would explain that he is taller.
Right. I don't know. To me, he's always seemed like the right height for Lauren compared to some of the other ones, right? I think Steven is close. But some of the other guys, I just don't think they were tall enough, which is fine. But, I think that him walking up side by side, to me, that should have been enough.
Yeah.
The height conversation shouldn't even been there.
No, of course not. But, well, the producer goes, hey, ask about his height. And keep asking.
Poke the bear. Don't stop.
MWA says, and it was a joke at first, but they kept pressing or looking for a real answer. Yeah, those things. The craziest thing, though, Tasha in the Desert points out, they still chose him for her through all that. And apparently she still didn't. So there's that. Yeah. Right? So, yeah. This was bad, though. This was bad. One set of rules for her friends, another for Vince.
Right.
Crazy. Sorry, Lauren. That ain't fly.
I'm not sorry. We didn't do it.
No, we didn't.
That's her friends. They did that.
Well, okay. I'm sorry y'all have no accountability. Or as he put it, zero accountability. How about that? Is that better?
Yeah.
He still wants you on, though. So the next morning, Chef Boyardarius cooks up a hell of a breakfast spread that I'm sure you were like, you ain't cooked that.
Well, because I thought the dinner, to me, it looked like they had a chef or somebody that cooked for everybody. So I was thinking the same for the breakfast, but Darius said he made it. And I'm just looking at the whole spread. I'm like, come on, man. And then I'm like, crab legs for breakfast? Who does that?
Okay, let's be honest. We know this wasn't 7 o'clock in the morning. It's probably 10 or 11. It's brunch.
It could be. I haven't had, could be. I just thought that was a huge spread for Darius to say that he cooked himself. I just don't buy it. He might have had some of his
Nicky
ladies
D,
sneak in the middle of
so
the night,
wrong.
make it for everybody, and then brush them out before everybody woke up. Look here, little mama,
MWA says I need video proof. Tasha doesn't DoorDash it. Seriously? All right. The breakfast, and it's funny that it was even called out. Well, y'all fancy having fish for breakfast. So at least this is what we're going to call it.
Yeah.
Cardi does, though, decide to stir the pot a bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And ask the question, where did everybody sleep last night?
That's why.
Was this an inappropriate question?
Yes.
Was he being messy? Or was he trying to brag?
No, I thought it was an inappropriate question. It reminded me of that movie, Who Ate the Potato Salad? I was like, why, Ninja? Why are you asking this question? You shouldn't. It's not important where everybody slept. But I thought it was odd. Question. And then come to find out, he slept in the Shantae's room.
Yeah.
So why would you ask that? Is it a flex? People like, hey, where'd y'all sleep? Guess where I slept? I slept in Shantae's bed. Like, I don't understand.
Now, Ashante told us that that's what it was, right? That he slept, okay. She said Cardi was a guest in her room, but it was very PG. Which leads me to asking you, Mr. T.
Yes.
What is PG?
I mean, I don't know what PG is to Ashante. You know?
Because it's that first base, is that second base, is that third base? We know it's not a home run because she said PG's now going to get to home base, right? So, what is PG?
To some people, PG could just be first base only. Maybe that's it. You know, but we know I'm going to have to say PG is going to be at least second base because we have video proof that Cardi's a little grabby. You know, so we have video evidence that he's a little crabby. So I don't know. I don't know what PG is to them, but she's just, you know, nothing big really happened, I guess.
As some to be says they cuddled and tingled each other's toes. IL says, I believe Ashante, to Ashante, it was just a sleepover amongst friends. J. Rose says, sleeping in 2 separate beds. She did say he was a guest in her room. She didn't say they were in the same bed.
Okay. Every girl that's ever stayed the night in my house that slept in my bed was a guest in my room.
And guess what you did?
I guess what happened. So yeah, anytime I'm like, yeah, she's a guest in my room.
Shea Butter Mama says pillow in between. Tiffany says no base. He just got up to home plate because she don't like that man. He got up to bat and was like, nope, I'm not even pitching.
Yeah, that's a good point. So I'm wondering, does she really? It's hard to really tell who Ashante really likes because she gives off that homey vibe. Like to me, the connections that she has with everybody, it's all the same. Where we look at a Bello, based on his actions, I can tell who Bello likes. You know what I mean? But with Ashante, I can't quite tell.
GC Chair said it's not G, so something happened. That's what I'm thinking, and that's where I go, what does PG mean? It wasn't PG-13, which is a little... And then Tasha does said they metaphorically made out.
They metaphorically...
Because Cardi is a metaphor.
Well, that was his opportunity. He was trying to get deep. Now, did she let him? Doesn't sound like it.
Were you just speaking metaphorically, sir?
Cardi, metaphorically, getting deep.
Oh boy, hey, that word was kicking my ass just now. Now I did like that. Ashley's like, I ain't telling my business. And, what business? Mine. And what you need to do, mind yours.
Yeah. Yeah. Same as Dominic. Dominic's like, yeah, don't worry about it. I slept in my bed. That's all you need to know.
Dominic with the producer was vicious.
Yeah.
That's that grown woman. The look she gave her was like, and don't ask again.
Yeah. Talk to me like I'm one of your little friends. Like that's
You gonna talk to one of them, but me,
you can play with
stay out
them.
my business. I slept in the bed I chose. God damn it, with the sheets I chose. I thought Vince was hilarious though. Said nobody slept with him unless Steven snuck over in the middle of the night. And Steven was like, "Hey, don't be playing with me like that, boy."
Hey, pause.
I do like how he did wrap this all up though and put it out there for Donna. Hey, Donna, I was looking for you and I couldn't find you.
Where'd you sleep?
As we get to wrap up this, because we're running a little long here, but Steven brought folks out for a painting date, which is design a pot and give it to your connection. Do you like the concept of this in the way that we're going with this?
Conceptually, the idea I thought was cool. I think it's a cool idea. What I didn't understand was why didn't everybody participate? Because what I'd like to see is if people have multiple connections, is one person going to get 2 or 3 pots? Because there's 2 or 3 people interested in them. I would have thought everybody would have done this exercise, not just the 7 of them.
Okay, that's true. I didn't even. Here's a funny thing. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it would have been a lot more crowded, but I didn't. And if you're not one of the people chosen for that date, you're like, I'm going home.
Right. Yeah.
Because Tommy shows up, and it's like, all right, fellas, enough of all this crab legs and all this other stuff. Let's go. It's time to deliberate because somebody's going home. And they go off. And so are we, because this is the cliffhanger, which leads us to see the preview for next week, right? And in the preview for next week, we see Ashante.
Yep.
Right? Let's make sure we got it right. We see Ashante.
Yep.
We see Donna.
Yep.
We see Dominique.
Right.
We see Ashley's here, I believe.
Yep.
And we hear Shannon's name. But we don't see her. Who do you think is going home?
Yeah.
Is it going to be, because by process of elimination, who we didn't see in next week's episode, is it Shannon or is it Lauren?
Yeah. I think it's going to be, those 2 are going to be on the hot seat, but I think it's going to be Lauren because Lauren doesn't really have any more connections with anybody from what I could see. It's not Vince. Bello's not interested. He wants Dominic. And Steven is not all that interested as he was before for whatever reason. So I think Lauren will be the one that gets eliminated.
See, I see some people saying might be both. A lot of Laurens. I was thinking Shannon. Just because...
Thinking Steven? Like if we got a stage 5 clinger, I want Shannon gone.
It's obvious that there's no connection there. If Devon was still there, he realized he absolutely has no chance with Dominique. She would have a chance there, right? I think Shannon. She knows that she doesn't have a connection. That's why she went to Steven, right? Even though Shannon did glue herself to Steven. But yeah, I don't know, man. Shannon has no connections either. Exactly, they're none. It could be both. It could be. I really have. I could see both going, but I think Lauren stays. I think Shannon's gone.
Oh, really? Okay.
I think Shannon's gone.
Okay.
Yeah. I absolutely believe that. Yes, Nikki B. Devon did play himself trying to get that. So that definitely didn't help. Definitely didn't help. Did want to answer this question that came up really early from Shea Butter Mama. Says, why are there 2 podcasts running? Notice that with other channels also. So it's this new this lets you know that what's happening is they're using StreamYard, right? Which is what we use to get to YouTube to push this out and use all these graphics. And they now do 2 landscape, which is what the traditional, what you've always seen, and then the other is vertical, so you can watch it on your phone since that's where people are, and like the importance of shorts and all that stuff. So that's why that is. Why it's in 2. And that's why we try to differentiate which one so you don't jump into the wrong one and be like, why they look funny on my TV? We try to put at least the phone emoji in the front and back so you know which one's the vertical, which one's the other one, right? Just to kind of give you a little bit to choose. GC Chair did ask, what did the shirt say? Which we've done before too. Stop and think for understanding. I know it looks a little different, but we like that. You didn't say this in full, so I did want to ask about this, right? Because is it more concerning when it came to Lauren of her riding for her friends when they were wrong? Is that concerning? Because you would ride for your friends, but if would you do it if they're wrong? So does that make what she did wrong? Because it's your friends.
Yeah.
You don't know this man.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. In the moment, you probably stick up for your friends, but then afterwards, you be like, hey, I thought about it. You were right, Vince. They were wrong. I'm going to have a conversation about it. But I just think it's great to have close friendships, but that type of relationship, those type of girlfriends, I think can just be messy. And that's just the vibe I got from that group. It's just messy. And what's the flip side? If Lauren goes to meet one of their guys, is she got to like ask questions like that too? Yeah.
But see, and that's why I think for us and in our friend groups, it's all about the honesty. Right? And I think that's the key thing, because it's like, you're not going to tell me what I want to hear. Mm-hmm. You can tell me what the fact is, at least according to you. And then I tell you how you're wrong.
Right.
So that's what it is. By the way, Pink Butterfly YouTube channel, Pink Butterfly asked, do you see the comments on both formats? Yes, actually, the ones that show up show a little different. Like this one from Donna L. It doesn't show up for you, but it shows up for me that's from the vertical. Even though you won't see it there, I can see that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And thank you, Donna. We do appreciate that. She says she loves our banter.
Thank you.
Banter.
Is that Donna?
I don't know. I can't see it. It's small on my screen.
Okay, I couldn't tell. I was like, is that my favorite? Is that,
yo, you about to get excited. Terrell's screen was about to rise. Oh my God, hilarious. Look, man. All right, so we're back next week. We got matter of fact, we got a random conversation dropping soon. One of my favorite guys, man, stop by for some random convo. It should be really dope. So look out for that as well. And of course, next week, right back here for this. You've got a lot going on this week, man. Big week for you.
Yeah. Start the new job tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So I'm like a kid. I already got my clothes laid out, what I'm going to wear tomorrow, and then I got to pack my suitcase because I'm going to be in Dallas for the whole week. But excited to get going. This time off, these 2 months of being unemployed and laid off, it was great. Got to recharge and all that stuff. But now I'm ready to like use my mind and do some more things. Right. So excited about it.
By the way, Donna says yes, it is her.
Oh, sweet. Donna, you're my favorite. You've heard me say it before.
See how easy that was to say, fellas?
I just want to make sure she heard it directly from me. I'm like, hey, Donna, you're my favorite. Yeah, see? Devin. Steven. Donna, you're my number one. It's not that hard.
Oh, Lord, man. Hey, appreciate you guys hanging with us. Do us a favor, please hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. I'm Yanni Rude.
And I'm Just Terrell.
Make sure you follow us at Yanni Rude, at Just Terrell, at RGRT Pod, and on IG at the RGRT Pod.
Yeah, send us some of your random thoughts, some of the bullshit you find on the internet. We'll talk about it on the show.
It's the Regular Guys Random Thoughts Podcast. Cheers.
Cheers.